You asked for growth. Do not be surprised when life challenges you. You asked for growth. You asked to level up. You asked for a new mindset, a new life, a new version of you. You probably told yourself, I want more. I want to heal. I want to become unrecognizable from who I used to be. And now life is testing you. It's stretching you. It's shaking you. And you're wondering, why is this happening to me? But maybe the better question is, why are you surprised? Growth is not a vibe. It's more like a war. And everyone loves the idea of growth. The vision boards, the gym selfies, the motivational quotes, the new chapter captions. But real growth doesn't always look like an Instagram reel. It looks like breaking down at 2 a.m. It looks like facing your fears alone. It looks like letting go of comfort, of safety, of old versions of you that once felt like home. Because growth, real permanent transformative growth, often requires pain. And most people don't want that kind of growth. They want upgrades without resistance. They want transformation without discomfort. But life doesn't work like that. Growth doesn't work like that. You don't build strength without resistance. You don't build muscle without weight. You don't build discipline without pressure. You don't even build peace without chaos. So when life hits you hard, when things start falling apart, when the challenges get real, and when the people around you change, don't panic. Pause and remember that you asked for this, not for the pain itself, but the process. You asked to evolve, and life heard you. Now it's delivering the lessons, not the way you wanted them, but rather the way you needed them. View every challenge you face as a customized lesson. Life isn't random, it's strategic. You don't face challenges because you're cursed. You face them because you're called to something higher, to something deeper, something stronger. So when that toxic relationship ends, or when that job opportunity falls through, or even when that friend that you have exposes themselves, don't just feel the pain. Extract the message and ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me? What old version of me is being tested right now? What belief, habit, or fear am I being asked to release? Because every challenge is a mirror. It shows you what you still need to face. It reveals what you're still holding on to. It tests how bad you really want to say what you want. Because to be completely honest, you can't become new without letting the old die. Growth isn't addition. It's subtraction. It's not about stacking more wins, more affirmations, or more vibes. It's usually about letting go. Letting go of who you thought you were, of what used to comfort you, of habits that no longer serve your future. And that death, it hurts. Letting go of your old self is like losing someone you've known your entire life. So when it gets hard, don't assume you're doing it wrong. Assume you're doing it right. Because growth feels like grief. Because something in you is dying to make room for something greater. However, when your growth does start to feel like grief, which it will, find comfort in the fact that the harder it feels, the closer you are. You ever notice how things feel hardest right before a breakthrough? That's not a coincidence. That's pressure building before expansion. Like, think about it. Right before the storm ends, the winds are at their worst. Right before the seed breaks through the soil, it faces the most resistance. And right before the moment of transformation, everything feels unstable. So when life starts shaking, don't run. Lean in. That pressure, that's you expanding. That's your old limit stretching. That's the you've been praying to become. You're emerging. And let's call it like it is. You can't have both comfort and growth. One has to die for the other to live. And a lot of people say they want elevation, but the moment life applies any kind of heat, they fold. They ask themselves, why is this happening to me? Or this isn't fair. Or life shouldn't be this hard. But growth was never supposed to be easy. You're shedding decades of programming, often generations of trauma, years and years of self-doubt. That's not going to feel soft and gentle. It's going to feel like war. But it's the war that forges you, that strengthens your character, that turns you into someone who no longer needs perfect circumstances to succeed. And you can't just talk about it. You really have to live it. You said you wanted peace? Okay. Life gave you chaos to teach you how to find it within. You said you wanted strength? Okay. Life is going to give you storms to force you to build resilience. You said you wanted boundaries. Alright. Life will expose who violates them so you can finally enforce them. You said you wanted self-worth. Cool. Life removed the people who fed your insecurity so you can sit with yourself and remember your value. It's not punishment, it's preparation. It's life asking, do you really want what you say you want, or did you just like the sound of it? So from now on, stop looking at challenges as setbacks. They're setups. Start reframing your setbacks like this. Every obstacle is a setup for expansion. Every loss is a setup for alignment, and every delay is a setup for refinement. But you won't see that if you only measure progress in wins, because sometimes the real win is who you become through the pressure. Who you become when you don't get what you want. Who you become when you get rejected. Who you become when you fail publicly, when you're misunderstood, and when you have to rebuild from scratch. That version of you, that's the one who can handle the dreams that you've asked for. And as you go through these transformation, you'll realize that storms build what comfort can't. Think about the strongest people you know. Did they become that way through ease, through praise, through comfort? Probably not. They became unshakable because they were shaken. They became compassionate because they suffered. They became focused because they were scattered. And they chose to rebuild. Brick by brick, truth by truth, scar by scar. And the storms didn't break them, it built them. And it can build you too if you stop trying to escape it and start learning from it. And when things get hard while you grow, you have to honor the process, even when it hurts. You're not going to always understand why life is doing the things they are in real time. Sometimes the puzzle pieces don't make sense until much, much later. Until you're past the pain, past the loss, and past the confusion. But then one day you'll look back and you'll say, oh, that's why it happened. That pain, it woke me up. That loss, it made space. That challenge, it introduced me to my strength. So don't curse the process. Don't complain. Don't quit in the middle. Don't run when it gets hard. Hold the line and keep walking, keep going, keep trusting. Because what you're building now, it will bless you later. Your future self is counting on you not to quit. Close your eyes and think about the person you want to become, the version of you that's healed, focused, free, and disciplined. At peace. Real peace. That person is not found, they're built. And every single challenge you're facing right now, that's the training ground. So before you give up, please remember, you asked for this. You asked for growth. You wanted more. You wanted better. And now life is giving you the tools in the form of tests. And honestly, you're built for it all. You're not weak. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're in the process. You're becoming. You're being refined. And yes, it's going to stretch you. Yes, it's going to cost you. It's going to make you to want to quit. But it's also going to introduce you to your real self, to your real strength, your real power, your real clarity. And so the next time life tests you, remind yourself, this isn't random. This is required. Because growth, it's earned. And right now, you're earning it. I'll leave you with this before I go. Don't just pray for growth. Prepare for it. It's easy to pray for elevation. It's easy to journal about success. It's easy to repost quotes, life quotes, and success quotes. And it's even easy to visualize the future. But the work, that's the part most people avoid. So if you're in a hard season right now, if things feel heavy, if life feels unfair, good. That means the growth is real. That means you're not just dreaming, you're becoming. And yes, it's hard, but it's holy. It's shaping you, strengthening you, stripping away everything that can't go with you to the next level. So please don't run. Don't feel numb. Don't question your path. Just remember, you asked for growth, and oftentimes this is the answer. Don't be surprised. Really be ready. If this message hit different, if it felt like a conversation you needed, hit the like button so YouTube knows more people need to hear this. And subscribe for more real, raw, grounded content about healing, mindset, and becoming the version of yourself you're proud of. Thanks for watching. Breathe, refocus, and get back on track. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. In the meantime, stay humble, be blessed, and keep going.